All right, well, peace, peace, peace. Hopefully, all is well. Hopefully, the Most High, Yahweh Shah, is blessing y'all day. Good afternoon. By His mercies, you aren't consumed. Yeah, I just want to go into something. Though I was on the Brothers Assembly at First Point. What's crazy about this is I was on the class last night, and I was mentioning this too because I just want to revise some things. It's a lot of things, scriptures that I had to revise. That you know that I was incorrect about. Um, Cause listen, like just like I did talked about like the whole Colossians 1:26 about the mystery, uh, you know, the mystery of in Colossians 1:26 and how it lines up with Romans. I think 16 was it Romans somewhere, but pretty much, man, I like before it's just always a blessing when the Most High opens up more of your understanding on things, or you might hear another brother or but personally or online, break it down and you go back and fact check and look like, okay, no, that's actually what this means, so because that's what like 2 Timothy 3:16 says. Listen, man, that's what the scriptures are here for, man, for the correction, man. So yeah, man. So just like was it Colossians real quick, because yeah, just like I said, the mystery that was hid, like I said before, I think I did a video about that before, like how it was the it was us waking up that we're the people book, that we're Israelites, but that's not it. The mystery of the kingdom, like I said, was like I said in the video, man, was the gospel, man. Was the was the mystery of the testimony and grace of Yahweh Shah, man. So I'm paraphrasing because I'm trying to remember what you know in there, but it lines up more of Romans 16 pretty much. Yeah, but anyway, I just want to go speaking about that, man, because I want to go into that about the raw scriptures about certain things. So I said about the for and first and foremost, let me get this let me clear this out the way. Like what Yahweh said in Matthew 24 about the gospel being preached, man. That's not us. It's not us waking up to the fact that we're the people, but we're the Israelites, things of that nature, in the law, statutes, and commandments. The gospel is the testimony of Yahweh Shah, the grace and mercy of Yahweh Shah, man. Actually, it's faith, honestly, in the faith and grace and testimony of Yahweh Shah, man. Grace and mercy of Yahweh Shah, because I used to think that that was the gospel, that that we, hey, listen, we're the people of the book, we're the Israelites, we're the children of Israel, and part of the law. But listen, I will say this though, because I said this because I heard Gorilla Hebrew from Sakari said this one time, and it was true, because I'm speaking as man, as my opinion. But the more the more I do, I'm just speaking as man at this point. The more I seen our people kind of go find out that we're the biblical Israelites. I do see more, I did see this me more as a prophecy happening, but that has nothing to do with us doing that. That has nothing to do with prophecy unfolding, man. That's not really because it's all gonna happen on the Most High's time, man. Everything's gonna happen on the Most High's time, man, because it's about Him, Yahushua, man. So, but we play a big role in it, like I always said. Well, listen, we're a huge character in it. That's why, when I recently shot that movie. I was extra in it, but I was just glad to be a part of that process, because listen, just being a part of it, man, that's great. But listen, we're just like on a movie or TV show, something. We're one of the big characters in the Most High Yahweh movie, but we're not the main character, pretty much. But I said to say that too. But more as I see people think things of that nature, the word in and out, and things of that nature that because it's not about just waking up to nationality. No, it's about seeking the Most High, man. That's just well, that's when I first came in more. But now, as I kind of understand this growing, it's more to it than that. But I will say, I will say this though, more because more that's happening. I am seeing this This is me. I'm speaking my opinion as a man. I'm seeing more prophecy unfold, but that's not the main thing that has nothing to do little to do, if not nothing to do with the end, end coming. So, and I'm about to get that too, because I'm gonna prove that too. Let's go Matthew. Well, let's go to what Yahushua said. in Matthew. Yeah, let's go to that. Hold on. Yeah, let's go to that in Matthew. Wait, yeah, Matthew 24 real quick. I'm gonna hit this Matthew 24. Matthew 24, yeah. Matthew 24 and 14, yeah, my bad, I had to find that. Matthew chapter 24 and 14. And the gospel of the kingdom, yep, and the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached unto in in all the world for a witness unto all nations. Then the end shall come. So yeah, because a lot of times, and I say that too because a lot of times, like, and also too, like Yahushua said, the kingdom is within you. But this actually talking about the physical kingdom as well, because a lot of times, like, if you read up above, like, when we see a lot of things happening, like, because a lot of times, like, we're like, shout out to brother Kwame Call and Mashah, man, because they say this a lot of times, and the brother from Assembly of the Firstborn, man, because a lot of times we focus on, like, our people can focus on outer prophecy rather than inner prophecy, man, because, like, what Yahushua said in Matthew 27, listen, you're going to hear wars, rumors of wars, something like that, but think not, the end hasn't come yet. So, because we kind of, a lot of times we can forget, like, when you see these things, like the whole Russia and Ukraine, or, we see, like, everything that happens, like, with the election or something like that. This is more prophecies coming to pass, but it's not the end yet. Like, but the end's just said, he just said when the end is coming right here. It says, and the gospel of this of the kingdom shall be preached unto all the world, and the witness unto all nations, and then the end shall come. So, also too, yeah, man, that's when the end's gonna come, man. So that's what's that gospel, like, the faith and testimony of Yahushua, man. That's it is the faith and mercy of Yahushua, man. So let's hit this in Revelation 14 and 16, man, because I'm just gonna get this real quick, man, because the scriptures, they often repeat itself, just like I'm probably gonna hit that in Job 11, but let's get that Revelation 14 and 16. And it says, and he said, and no, I'm saying Revelation 14 and 16. I think Revelation 14 and 6. I'm sorry. And I saw another angel in the flying in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel preached unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people. So yeah, yep. Here I'll get it. And yeah, I'll read this. Yeah, so and saying with a loud voice, fear Yahweh and give glory to Him, for the hour of judgment is come, and worship Him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of water. So yeah, that proves, like, this gospel, like, being preached is not us waking up back to the fact that we're the Israelites, man, we're the children of Israel. Like, it's not about that, it's about Him, man. And so that's what it's about, man. Like, like Baruch says, like, even though it's a little twofold in Baruch, because Baruch, when it says 2 and 30, like, and it says when they shall remember themselves in the land of their captivity, it's talking about us remembering our iniquity. But I can see why it's used as also too, like, us waking back up to that, like, to that with the biblical Israelites, things that nature. And also too, you got, like, the Most High's word is already verified, but like, even, like, got historical, like, truth springing out the earth in that aspect, things that nature proving that. But it's really about like, the Most High Yahushua, man. It's like, that's when the end is come. That's the gospel that's being preached. But I'm read this again, 6. It says, and I saw another angel flying in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel preached unto them that dwell upon the earth, and to every nation, and to every kindred and tongue and people, saying with a loud voice, fear Yahweh and give glory to Him, for the hour of His judgment is come, and worship Him, and made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of the water. So yeah, man, that's what it is too. So let's go to 2 Peter real quick, because I'm just show you how, like, Job 11 and 6 and Sirach goes into how, like, prophecies are, like, scriptures are double, man. Like, things, like, the scriptures oftentimes repeat itself, man. This is like, because let's get this too. Let's get the second about the gospel being preached. Look at 2 Peter 2:15 real quick, because I was looking at this the other day, and actually somebody mentioned it last night. It's crazy. I was actually looking at this on Saturday. 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse and 5. I'm sorry, not 15. 5. It says, and spare not the old world, but save Noah, the eighth person, a preacher and of righteousness, and bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. So see, let's think about this. I'm reading this one more time. And spare not the old world, but save Noah, the eighth person, and a preacher of righteousness, and bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. Just a little sidebar as well. Shout out to Brother Tazaiwan from True Nation, because he mentioned this, because this reason why it says Noah, the eighth person, because until Noah was preaching to the end, until like the ark doors shut, till the Most High closed the ark doors. He was preaching till then. That's why he came on last, pretty much, because he was still preaching. But anyway, let's look at this, because it's saying like let's go back to Matthew 24, because Yahushua said this too. It says which as the as the days in the for verse Matthew chapter 43 verse 38. For as in the days of Noah, for as in the days that were before the flood, eating and drinking, marrying, given unto the day that Noah entered into ark. So then Lucas says, it shall be as the days of Noah. Man, we've seen that now, for a plethora of reasons. But think about this too, because it's not. And to my point, like I said earlier, we know that it's not about the law being preached, the law, statutes, commandments being preached, because it was of the faith pretty much that's being preached, pretty much, because what's going during Noah's time. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna had some on my. I was thinking about something, but think about during the time of Noah, they had the law already. That's why the law just didn't. Law was always around, man. That's what Melchizedek, Adam had it. The law was always around, pretty much. So more things was added to it, like once Mount Sinai, and once we became a nation, pretty much. But more things add to it. But the law was already around. So what Noah was preaching was a faith, man. So that's what it was, because the laws was around, people wasn't keeping it. But now it's like more since like I mentioned yesterday, man. We most of our forefathers, our ancestors, they grew up in the law, man. They grew up in having the law, man. They grew up having that, but but in this generation, is really all generations, generation of faith. But this generation, most importantly, is of faith. That's why during Yahushua's time and the disciples and the apostles, it was so easy for them to get the Holy Spirit, because stuff like that they already knew. Like what the Peter say in Acts 10, I never ate anything unclean. All the stuff like that they knew. So that's why Yahushua said, Peter, to be converted. What was he talking about? Being converted into the new covenant, man. The grace and testimony of Yahushua, man. That the kingdom was in, because Yahushua, like I say all the time, shout out to bro Khan Mikal Mashallah. He came and brothers like Akawar. He came to save us from ourselves, man. The biggest. I gotta do a video on this too, because honestly, we look at captivity, right? And we are in captivity towards the other nations and stuff like that, but it's levels to it, man. It's just y'all grew up, y'all brothers probably grew up, or sisters maybe for that matter, but brothers pretty much, because I say majority of men grew up, or males growing up playing video games, especially adventure games, right? There was always levels to different bosses, right? You have to think about you gotta think about the captivity of the other nations. That's just one level, but the ultimate level, like Job 42 says, it said in Job 42, the Most High gave up the captivity of Job. Pretty much, I'm paraphrasing, but I'm going to get. But I want to get too off topic. But it's just levels to it, or sin and death. No, let me get this in 1 Corinthians real quick. 1 Corinthians real quick, 15, because this is the ultimate, the final boss for that. Saying that it's the final boss, and this is it. Think about it like this. For this is what Yahushua came to do. He came to offset sin and death. Because Wisdom of Solomon says men were created to be immortal, man. So the second Adam came to make us alive in immortality again. You're being death. You're your own worst enemy, man. Not even because like I said, it's different layers to it, man. Right? Because a lot of times we even say Satan, pretty much, but we say Satan, the other nations. things of that nature. But it's really yourself, like your lust, like the inward man. And it's come overcoming sin and death, man. That's what it is. But 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 26. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. So see, think about like in video games, the final boss. That's it. That's the ultimate enemy, man. Because like the brother Assembly Firstborn says, man, the Most High taking out these other nations, man. That's really light work, man. That's really not really nothing like too much easy for him. Like Wisdom of Solomon says, he's not in awe of any man. Any horrible tyrant, I was reading that the other day, any horrible tyrant, ruler, whoever, when Esau, Ammon, Moab, or all these Arab, Chinese, whatever, they not going to stand a chance against the Most High. They not. They're going to actually be scared to afraid of him when he makes them fight him. But anyway, I said to say, oh my gosh, what was I saying? I was forgetting my point. But I was saying that to say, man, that's the ultimate enemy. And also, too, with that, man, they're just like, gotta look at that, because I was talking about this with a brother the other day. You gotta look at it as like, okay, in this aspect, they were created. They're here just to humble us, to show that, okay, they get on my nerves a lot of times. They get on my nerves, too. But I'm pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters, like, they get y'all nerves sometimes too. But like that's what that Proverbs 16 and 7 and Jeremiah 15:11. When you ways please the Lord, the enemies will be at peace with you. But they were just there to humble us, man, to be a thorn in our side, like Judges 2 says. That's why, like when we went to the land, that's why the Most High kept them there for specific reasons, saying because had hypothetically came over with ourselves, we would forget saying we don't need the Most High. So. But anyway, I don't want to digress too much off of that, because y'all know I digress too much. But but let me read this for 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 5. It said, and spare not the old world, but save Noah the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. So yeah, man. So the law was around during Noah's time, man. But what was Noah preaching? The preachers, like preacher. I'm trying to get all preachers. Is somebody that's preaching of for people their faith to get increased, pretty much, man. Actually it's in the what's called dictionary, but and there's a different dictionary, because I want to say it right. But preachers is organizer of words that or sentences that people's faith gets increased, man. But but that's what Noah was preaching, man. He was preaching that okay, all right, I'm gonna have to I'm probably not gonna get that right now, man. But yeah, anyway, I'm probably not gonna get that right now, the definition. But yeah, man, that's what Noah's preaching. He was preaching this, man. Let's actually get that Galatians 2 and 21, because it wasn't the law that was being preached. It was our faith. That's why that's why Yahushua says, listen, when it's going to be as days of Noah, and when I come back, who shall find faith on the earth? That's why 2 Esdras 1 and 35, 37 says, listen, this be generation, they're not going to see any miracles, they're not going to see any prophets, they're just going to hear the word and believe it, man. So, Galatians chapter 2 and here's Galatians chapter 2 verse 21. I do not frustrate the grace of Yahweh, for if righteousness can't come by the law, then Christ is dead in vain. So yeah, man. So it all let's go to Job 2, but it all goes into that. That's what was being preached. That it happened then. It's going to happen now, pretty much, man. But because honestly, that's what's happening. It's not like the law, statutes, commandments, or us waking up the fact that we're children of Israel being preached. Being conveyed, because that's part of prophecy as well. But honestly, it's a grace and testimony that Yahushua comes in the bottom of the book, and his faith and mercy and testimony of him, and that's what it's about. And we just read that Revelation 14, in 6 and 7, what that's about, man. But yeah, man, let's get this Job done, hit this inside right, man, because that's what it's about. That's the Job 11 and 6. It says, and he will say, I shew these secrets of wisdom, would they that they are double, and to that which is. Know therefore ye how exacted of thee, less than not thine iniquity deserve it. So yes, like all these things, the secrets are these the word, man, things happen, Isaiah 46:10, he says he declares the end from the beginning, and things of that nature, man. Because this how it's gonna be an end. That's how it was in the beginning. Because what times Noah was what in Genesis in the beginning, man. So this like was being the gospel being preached then was of faith. The gospel being preached now is of faith, man. That's kind of what it is. It's more like so yeah, let me get that because the law was around. So and that he will show thee the secrets of wisdom, that they are double to that which is. Know therefore that Yahweh exacted of thee less than thine iniquity deserveth. So, yeah, man, let me get this side right. I hit 24 because I could hit 49. I mean, I could hit 42, but I'm just gonna hit 24 and 33. Yeah, I might hit both. Why not? Ain't gonna hurt nobody. It's all good. It's all good. Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, chapter 24, verse 33. I will yet pour out doctrine as prophecy and leave it to all ages forever. So yeah, man, that's what it says. Listen, I'm gonna pour out doctrine, as prophecy and leave it to all ages forever, man. So what happened then, is going to happen now, man. I mean, yeah, it's going to happen in the future. It's happened then. Because no new thing under the suns, man. Like we read in Job, we saw like the little prophecies, things like that is dope, man. So what happened then is going to happen. It happens in the present time, and it also happens from the future, man. So that's what it is, man. So yeah, I'll read this again. I'll yet pour out doctrine as prophecy and leave it to all ages forever. So yeah. Let's get Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, chapter 42, verse 19. It says, he that declareth things that are past and for to come, and revealeth the steps of hidden things. So yeah, man, that kind of lines up with what I mentioned earlier with Colossians. The mystery things of that nature, man. So, but it's let me just get it real quick. Because it kind of lines up with that now as I think about it. But. Yeah, man, that's just is what it is. Man, Colossians 1:26 and 20, and even the mystery that has been hid from ages ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints, to whom Yahweh will make known what is the riches of the glory and the mystery among the Gentiles, which is in you, which is Christ in you, in the hope of glory. So yeah, man, that's what it is. Yeah, exactly. You know what? Here it is, verse 28. I read this too. Whom we preach, warning every man and teaching every man in all wisdom, that we may present every man perfect in Christ Yahushua, Hamashiach Yahushua, man. So that's what it is, man. So that's the mystery of it, man. Like mysteries of the kingdom, the mysteries of the kingdom that's to come. That's what they're preaching the kingdom, and also too the kingdom within you, the grace testimony, grace of Yahushua, man, and the inward man, and also too the physical kingdom, man. That's what it is, man. Leading back to immortality, man. So. That's what it, man. So that's what the for God. That's what the gospel being preached, man. That's what it is. Gospel being the good news. This is like also in Proverbs, man. Like where's that in Proverbs where it says? I think I touched on it in the past, but no. Let me look at, because yeah, man, this is like let me get that in Proverbs. It says good news. It's like, oh my gosh, where is it? Oh my gosh, it's somewhere. Yeah. Where is it at? Oh my gosh, it's somewhere in the yeah, it's somewhere. It's all good if I can't find it. But it's kind of saying good news is like Yep. Proverbs chapter 25 and verse 25. Finally, hearing good news from a distant land is like a drink of cold water, and when you are dry and thirsty. So yeah, well, so think about think about this, right? It says finally hearing good news from a far distant land is like a like a drink of cold water, and when you are dry and thirsty. So this isn't the Good News translation, but ironically that's crazy. But think the good. What does gospel? What is the gospel? The good news, and it says, and it's like it's saying hearing good news is like good news from a far distant land. It's like a drink of cold water, and when you're dry and thirsty, man. So think about this, man. It's just like, hearing this good news, man. What did Yahushua say? Those are what thirst for knowledge, like what he say in John 4, man, or in Matthew 5, man. Those that are hungry for knowledge won't be hungry no more. Just paraphrasing, those that thirst for knowledge won't have to thirst anymore, man. So that's just really what it is, man. That's that good. That's the gospel. That's the good news coming from a distant land. That's why the gospel being preached in the four corners of the earth, different many lands, different lands, all over the four corners of the earth, man. That's what it is, man. So that's the gospel, man. Because now as I think of meditating on it, so because I used to think like the gospel's like, okay, cool, we just coming back to the law and the kind of conventional way, like hey, we're the biblical Israelites, the law, statute, commandments, man. But no, man, this is the Most High Yahushua show, man. That's what it's about. That's what the gospel is. So yeah, man. But I'm not saying, because I did say I speak as a man, like just me personally, my opinion, man. More like I have seen as more like more of our people do come to realization, do wake up to the fact that we are the biblical Israelites. We are people of the book. Prophecy has I just see more prophecies could happen, but but I'm just like that's not the end all be all. That's not going to be the end. That's not like the gospel. That's not the end. But I'm just speaking as a man on that. But yeah, man, because us it's all. Let's say, what? Let me grab this. So I write 10 real quick. Yeah, it says, yep. And the power, this Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach chapter 10. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set it over to one that is profitable. So yeah, man, that's that. In his time, he's going to send it back to that's why 2nd Esdras 6:55, and Acts 1:6. That's in his time the kingdom will come, man. So but like I told you, the transitional kingdoms, because there's a difference between the Yahushua's kingdom and his kingdom, man. But man, that's just is what it is. But pretty much I meant to say that I'm just saying that it's all going to happen on his time, man. So there's nothing that men can do, because a lot of times, like we can give men too much power, but nothing's going to happen. Like the brother Assembly of Firstborn said, man, listen, shoot, all of our, like, hypothetically, man, all of our people could come repent and worship the Most High in spirit and truth, but the end's not going to come until the Most High, like I read in Daniel, like we read in Daniel yesterday, until he has scattered the power of the holy people, man, until he does what his will is, man. That's what's going to happen, man. So yeah, man. Anyway, man. So hopefully this is edifying, man. Much love to y'all, brothers and sisters. Let's go out there and showing that love to one another, man. Because that's all we can do. Let's, have faith in the Most High Yahushua, obey His law, statutes, commandments, showing that love to one another, man. Honestly, man. Inside the word, outside the word, man. So peace.